Listen, y'all. This is how I'm going to talk to you all from now on. Plus, I probably won't do a live no time soon. And I'm probably going to jump over to YouTube for real because today was the last straw. But I want to say this. In life, people want you to do for things for them that they're not going to do for you, right? People's expectations are high when they need something from you, but you don't get nothing from them, right? And if we could learn how to be supportive to one another, it's like a domino effect. If one domino falls, all the dominoes eventually fall. That means if I'm here, you here, they there, he's there, she's there, we can all win together. But we're so busy with being selfish and thinking of ourselves, we have no room to think about nobody else. See, our journey is important when it's our journey. And when somebody asks us to support us in our journey, everybody scatter and they disappear. So you can show up for everybody. You can be there for everybody. You can be that listening ear for everybody. You can be that shoulder to cry on for everybody. And nobody's that listening ear and nobody's that shoulder for you to cry on. Whatever you're doing, going to school, building a business, whatever it may be, working a job, we all need support. We all need support. And there's enough money around for everybody to get a little bit of. But you know what? We have a mentality of, we have a mentality of greed. We have a mentality of selfishness. We have a mentality of me, myself, and I. If I help you, who's going to help me? And if we would stop having that mentality, things would move, things would grow. The Bible said it's more blessed to give than it is to receive. But a lot of us always want to receive. We never want to give anything in return, right? And whatever you make an effort to do, you got to be persistent. Nothing happens overnight. Millionaires are not made overnight. Billionaires are not made overnight. There is some chapter 13, some chapter 11s, some chapter 7s that are taking place, but they did not stop. They did not quit. They did not give up. But you got to know, we gain knowledge as we go. We learn things as we go. We should learn things. We should gain knowledge as we go. The mistakes that we make as we're growing in our learnings is called growing pains, right? It helps us to be better. It helps us to see clearer. It helps us to do better. But if I ask you to support me, and if you ask me to support you, I expect you to support me as well. It can't be one-sided. It can't be one-sided. I want to get my brand off the ground just like you want to get your brand off the ground. I want to finish my education just like you want to finish your education. But we don't think about that. We don't see that. It's only important when we're initiating to do something. Now we want everybody to jump on the bandwagon to help us do a lot of things. And that's totally unfair. That's totally unfair. It's totally unfair. You hear what I'm saying? We need to change our mentality. We need to change our mindset. I'm not saying that you can't try. I'm not saying that you can't grow. I'm not saying that you should not get support. But you got to give to get. You need to give. But genuinely, you need to want to do it from a good place, in a good heart space. Don't do it for all the wrong reasons. And a lot of our stuff we do for the wrong reasons. In our relationships, in our friendships, we'll call ourselves friends with people all for the wrong reason. We do it for what we can get from that person. And we'll never give in return. I know I had what I thought was my friend some years ago, and every time she needed me, I would show up for her. And then I live one area which is like a good little hike from my house. And one day when she came and got me, and I had like a full suitcase, an overnight bag plus my work stuff. And she said, well, I can drop you off at the train, and you get home that way. I didn't get here on the train. I got here because you picked me up. And so now all of a sudden that you done got what you wanted from me, now I no longer serve a purpose. And that makes you think twice. that makes you look at things in a different way, because you can extend yourself for everybody else. You can be there for everybody else. You can love genuinely for everybody else, but nobody love genuinely and extend their self for you. And nobody realize that behind closed doors, you may be going through some hardships yourself. You just don't show it. You just don't mention it. Nobody knows what nobody is dealing with. You really don't. You think you do because people stand up and they look a certain way and they dress a certain way and they smile every time you see them, and all the time they're happy. You don't know what's going on in their mind behind closed doors and in their life. We are clueless. And sometimes we don't even care what a person is going through. We could care less what they're going through. We care less. That lets you know that you have no heart. You have no conscience. You have no compassion. And we need to change that. That's what's wrong with our world today. Is everybody's talking about me, myself, and I. I don't care about what you're doing, but what I'm doing is important. I don't care about your initiative, what you're trying to grow, what you're trying to build. I'm only concerned about what my initiative, what I'm trying to grow, what I'm trying to build. Help me. I don't care about helping you. I just need you to use what you got for you to help me. And that's wrong. That's wrong on so many levels. So we need to change our mentality. We need to get a new way of thought process. And let me tell you something. I'm going to start really pushing my brand like everybody else pushes theirs, right? I've been on this platform for a long time, and I very seldom ask my followers for anything. But this time, I'm going to ask for your support. I'm asking you to go to the Stand store. I'm asking you to go to awomansheart.store. I'm asking you to check out toawomansheart.com. I'm going to have to check out my social media outlet page. I don't know what's going on, but I'm asking you to support. That's it. I don't ask for much. I've given so much and I've gotten so little in return. And it's not a ding at my followers. It's not a ding at anybody. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. I'm never going to sugarcoat. I'm always going to be transparent, and I'm always going to be upfront. So what I'm asking for you is to support me. That's it. That's all. Let us support each other. If everybody would like, if everybody would share, if everybody would follow, if everybody would send hearts and everything else, can you imagine how we can grow each other's platform and we would do that for each other? We don't need the recommendation page. We don't need the For You page. If we would support one another. That's all we need to do, is support one another. So I'm going to start posting videos, and I'm going to start putting my stuff out there, because I've been settling for less in myself. And I know I deserve so much better. And we all can win together. Nobody has to be losers, but we all need to work together to make that happen. Understand me when I say.